the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Cleveland Browns. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They begin this drive with Chubb, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense for the Niners very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The Browns have 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. To throw is Watson. got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 42. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And, oh, he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Now Watson going to sneak it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
In motion comes the tight end left. Faking the give. Now Watson steps away. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
That's a great example right there to remind everyone of what a weapon he can be as a mobile quarterback, Charles. Nice play to escape the pocket and get his offense into the red zone with a first down.
And defensive coaches losing their mind on that play because they knew about his mobility coming in, and they preached all week long. If he gets outside the pocket, find receivers in your area and cover them. Otherwise, plays like that will continue to result.
Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Powers through him. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll give it to Chubb. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Chubb is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Building confidence after a loss. That's a good way to do it. The loss lost last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. But whatever they said appears to have worked.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. They find some open field here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
You can script and diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisioned something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one.
Yeah, no sign of him cooling down at all.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They keep it with Henry on first down.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This will go to Henry out wide. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And they're using him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Here we go. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the deep.
And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers are an extra point away from evening this one up. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. They go up the middle with Chubb. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 42 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They run it again with Chubb. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they go play action now. Burrow.
He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards that time. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Here we go, here we go. Now a 2nd down and 6.
Here's Burrow. And his throw here's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here we go.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Henry up the middle.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
They will throw on first down with Burrow.
Throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Second down and goal. Burrow. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Touchdown 49ers. Derrick Henry in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll throw now on the final play. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And his first throw here is incomplete. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Burrow on play action. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! George Kittle, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-7. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch.
Watson's pass complete to Amari Cooper. A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 4.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And that will be incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're unscathed.
Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, 49ers.
Well, partner, he has carried them in this ball game, throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
They'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Rolling to his left.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. A give. This is Chubb. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Charvarius Ward there to make the stop.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Watson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he will find his man, Samuel. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 73 yards. And the Niners get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
We'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Back to throw, Watson. To his right. There's another catch by the run. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
First down. Here's Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. Touchdown 49ers. Tyler Boyd. 28 yards.
And the Niners will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter.
And now off to the races down the right side. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to at least get one score back. extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Three quarters have come and gone.
Here we go.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run it again with Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Two things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Burrow winds up and lets it go for Samuel. It got his man complete. Touchdown. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
76 yards on the ground now for Henry. He's got a first down. Henry will score. Touchdown, 49ers. So this has been a pretty strong start to the year for him on the ground, CD. It's just week 3. That's already 5 rushing touchdowns.
And you know he's got big grins on their faces besides the rest of the team. The strength and conditioning program, because he was awfully dedicated to what they put in front of him to get ready for this year. Got himself into terrific shape, and he's dominated here early on.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense. Here we go. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry.
And he's going to have a Niners 1st down. His good running gets him to about the 44. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
114 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Here we go. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Again, it's Henry. And he's got this down to the 35. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Henry. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Niners, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Browns, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.